Perhaps you may feel upset at the end of the day. Then you usually tend to blame the people or experiences you went through as the cause of your sadness. But in fact, it is your direct responsibility for this feeling of upsetness. In this video, I promise that I will show you how to minimize the experience of negative emotions and how to fill your life with more positive and happier feelings. So absolutely everyone of us goes through the day and experiences a variety of different activities. Take, for example, a negative interaction with a colleague you could have had. It feels annoying just getting so many questions and you feel frustrated after this. Or you may experience an argument with a partner or with someone who you are in the relationships with. And then you feel a burden on yourself and you can't help but go with these negative emotions through the day, feeling affected and sad. But guess what? This is you in your first place, and this is your responsibility for feeling the emotions that you are experiencing. In order to understand the solution, let me give you the real cause of your problem. These are your moral qualities that determine how you react and how you behave in a context of a specific situation. Take, for example, a successful person, any successful person you can currently imagine, and just try to think, what would it do if it were on your place? How would it react and how would the situation go for him? Then try to feel the difference between your and their behavior. The secret of any successful person and their way of behaving with the public and why are they always so good to be around with is lying in their moral qualities. These are our level of patience, empathy, responsibility, and so on and so forth. And the real problem lies in the differences of this level of the moral qualities that you do not have in comparison with this successful person. So, for example, if you had a higher level of patience in the afternoon, it would allow you to listen more to your partner, to understand its perspective, and to get to an agreement. If you would just have more empathy for your colleague, and if you've understood that it was his inexperience that caused him to pose so many questions, you would have been so frustrated. Don't you see how the little increase in the quality of our moral characteristics can suddenly improve how do we behave? If it would have been so easy to fix, honestly, I would have been staying here, because we as human beings have so many moral qualities and it's impossible to just fix them all at once and to live an increasingly better life. But what you can do is identify the top 3 negative moments that you went through the day. This can help you immensely, because when you understand why they went wrong, you could fix the cause of this problem. So how can you do this? When something negative happens to you, just try to ask yourself, why did it happen? So let's take the first question. I feel upset after arguing with a friend of mine. Why do I feel upset? Oh, because we didn't manage to come to an agreement. Oh, but why didn't we manage to come to an agreement? Because we were just asserting our point of view and trying to assert our opinion upon the other person. But why did it happen in the first place? Because we didn't manage to find a peaceful way to come to a solution and avoid an angry argument. But why did it happen? Because you just didn't get to experience a peaceful way of solving the problem. Why? Because you don't yet know it. Through these questions, you will arrive to the real cause of the problem. If you reflect upon it and learn what is the problem and why is it happening in the first place, you could just fix the gap in your character. And next time when you will have this negative interaction, you will bring you with new perspectives and handle the situation in a different way. You are finding the gaps in your character and you're fixing them. This will result in an immense benefit when it comes to completely random situation, actually, because the same quality will apply in every domain, relationships, friends, and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, you will minimize the impact of the negative experiences upon you because you know how to handle them, and you will end up living a happier life and simply liking the way you're going through the negative situations and experiencing and being more fulfilled and happy. Thank you so much.